So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Jackson. That's into the hands of Edwards. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bud Dupree.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Take check.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long.
Pick.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Play call there.
I like your position too.
That certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
I'm playing the nigga in the he in your team. You got the Broncos in the draft league.
Oh, okay. I hope you ain't add that Falcons nigga to my division any nice.
What Falcon nigga?
The nigga that you added.
Nah, that's a different nigga. The Falcons nigga, the nigga that's supposed to be, I invited, that nigga nice. But he didn't join enough time, so it's another nigga got Falcons.
Good.
Still his homeboys.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels.
Nice.
Earl Thomas.
The Falcons nigga, that crazy TD, that's Jaguars in this league.
Those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the
edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, like me, like run the bars. Possibilities here on 2nd down. Well, he played good D too, though. He pretty good. He beat me when I first joined, but then he got a super ass team.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, he can be beat though.
So he play like you.
Now Roethlisberger.
I mean, like the style, like he like to run the ball.
That went into the hands of his tailback. Samuels.
Like 3,500 yards premium, bro.
Right around the 37. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Them niggas in that Angola.
It sound like that Angola league.
Man.
Them niggas gonna keep that ball on the ground.
Them niggas is toting in that damn Angola. I'm talking about.
You like, oh yeah, I stopped that nigga. Oh no, ain't gonna discourage me.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger.
3rd and 17. That ball on the ground.
That's complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Think about some of the memorable performances that Roethlisberger's had over the years, and one of them came against the Ravens. He threw 6 touchdowns back in 2014 against Baltimore. And actually, now that I think about it, that was on the heels of a 6-touchdown performance in a win over Indianapolis the week prior. So,
but the good thing is, the nigga, he ain't said in the chat, so it ain't out there in the air, though.
First down, working his
way
forward for about 4 yards.
Pulling nigga's skin back on his head. Man, you running the same play.
It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ass booted like that out there lying on me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like, don't worry, bro. I got the string.
This nigga slayed the damn Eagles, bro.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here he is. He said, hold up. Wait, pause me. What's the nigga doing? What's that shit?
What is this?
Now it's Roethlisberger.
App called Let's Party. What the hell?
And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he's going to be taken down first down at the Ravens 36.
Johnson be on 2 hours. It's been 2 hours, huh?
And then, I think it might be on the Vikings, because he said the shit took too long, so he got to wait till he get out work.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at the yard.
Yeah, I think it's on the Giants. I mean, on the Vikings, though.
Outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues.
Oh, I think it's still on the Giants.
Yeah,
and the Vikings, like, man, y'all got to wait till late tonight because it's too long.
Between run and pass, but in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From the 27, Roethlisberger.
I don't know. I got a late pick. I don't know. Who else?
Not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
That's the worst. That's right in the middle of the...
Man, my shit worse. I got 17.
You already probably have 3 points in your
man,
pocket.
that's
exactly in the middle.
Give up an interception.
19 at the middle, 17 like the middle.
Especially tough
17 is exactly the middle.
Where he threw that one.
16 is, huh?
16
boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Yeah.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
I wouldn't, though. I'll punt that.
I'm on 26-yard line. I'm right here.
Oh, nah, yeah, you there.
Good shit.
Sometimes it depends on what I'm playing. If I'm playing somebody trash, I'll go for it. Other time, I would take my 3
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead, they're going to go for it.
I don't really be going for them 4th and inches because I really need to.
Oh, this nigga threw. That nigga Ben Roethlisberger threw the ball right to the safety, man.
Seahawk Earl Thomas.
Sick of this nigga. I wish I could play somebody else. Yeah. I ain't even getting no pressure or nothing.
Brandon, this is a
I had the nigga on the drag route. He threw the shit right to the safety.
Than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Let's go, sack, man. This nigga tooling is so nice. He had 5 sacks last game.
This nigga Devin Bush almost hit stick a nigga off the screen.
Plays that you've got called, and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go.
I love when a nigga just shoot that guy by himself.
Now they're ready to
killing
go.
me.
They've kind of got to look at him, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop.
Bush already superstar.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Damn, he got the fucking first down.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This nigga Lamar just
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer,
it would just tell you, just cover people for me. Just no matter what level of talent you is, this is exactly what happened on that play.
This nigga Rosen, get out this pocket, I see.
Nice
I don't like this shit.
Back 14.
I don't like this shit.
And the Steelers are on offense here, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, going on in Washington. The Patriots, they've opened a 2-touchdown advantage in that one. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
That nigga T was off the... He was off the shit last night. That was good. That's the best you ever made.
About ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't leave points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about on your defense? Thank you. A huge thank you. You said didn't leave the points. Start off
man, my niggas up.
Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
He damn Ravens.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 20. 36. These two. Black.
On first down,
I ain't ready for this shit.
He is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I ain't ready to start a party.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally, you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
Who you want?
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
I don't know. Who you want?
I don't know who was to blame there. I love seeing pick sixes.
What do you think about
nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air.
He on offense, I'll tell you that. Yours on offense?
Change directions. Hard to do.
Okay, who you want?
Tucker with the extra
who you want?
And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot.
All right, we got to make an agreement. If we tell each other who you want, we can't take the nigga.
All right, good.
All right, I want Cam.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I want that nigga Patrick Peterson.
Pat P, he ain't what he used to be.
I know, but I get that nigga. I think he's still 92 speed.
And job one here, Charles. Just keep
ain't what he used to be.
Yeah, that nigga. 21, I can do that shit.
See, also, I mean, like, if you got a nigga like the old nigga that still got some speed, like a good one or something, you know, that nigga good one still like 98 speed. He was back to 21 years old.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet.
That's speed. I don't know. You know, Matthews
There's the spark right there. Now they've got to go and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
On first and 10 is counter.
21. His attributes going to go up in a heartbeat.
Right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Something to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half. When you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He said one offense, one defense?
Yeah.
From the 40 now on second down. Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete.
9:30 party
Good
time.
protection that time, but they couldn't hook
partying
up
over
on
the phone and shit. They got a little app called Party, House Party.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. On third down, Roethlisberger.
Look at it. Good again.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Nobody. Ooh, then they came across the middle. I saw it.
Oh, I keep containing, bro. This nigga just rolling to the sideline, throwing the ball across field, bro. It's so cheesy, bro. I'm containing, bro.
They've had it twice. They punted twice. It's not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit,
stop containing, let them niggas do outside rush.
Down how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt
it away twice. You running that ball up that middle too,
going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First down, Xavier. 59-50. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
He's mad, just flying me out here, bro.
And he fires one that's
I gotta take this mate for this shit is
Joe Hayden, the veteran with a pick.
I just can't deal with niggas out here just flying me like this.
It's a pick 6.
Love.
Steelers touchdown.
gonna juke this nigga?
We know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
Yeah, that line in there.
The athleticism because you and I both know.
That's my nigga Joey. Somebody said he wasn't to eat no more. He ain't eat no
I was a
more.
kicker. You got to remember that.
Come on.
Fine.
Oh shit! I thought you looking at that nigga T. That nigga T got a piece of.
This will be taken in.
That nigga rolling out the pocket every time, bro.
That's the commission, huh? In the
yeah, he always play like this, bro. That shit crazy.
You know his ass.
I ain't got no pass rush, bro. I had a pass rush. That should be a wrap. That's how niggas be popping wide open, bro.
That nigga T talking about. I mean, you talking about money.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yep.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
What you got going on? I'm watching 2 screens.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Oh, they look like man right here. Come on, James. I need your pick. Get this man up. Everybody block. I need your touchdown, baby.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. James Washington, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd of the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
It's a little app. It's a little request for it. Yeah.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm making Lamar extra inaccurate, bro.
To throw again. Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the
That's bullshit, bro. Come on, bro. That's bullshit. You helping this nigga, bro. It's not pass interference. I'm going for the ball, bro.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring right now, and that's why they've opened up this big. And he lost the football. It's loose.
Hell, Dix.
These niggas spin with the
2
O-line.
minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, go hand it on. How many touchdowns my nigga James got? The
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Ooh, was it 3 or 150 total?
Watch 36.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Got an open man. It's Washington. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Oh, good juke. He slid.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Oh, he lame as hell. He's supposed to taunt it.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. They'll let this go for the end zone.
That 14 cent.
And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
Nobody.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Nigga on the 90 speed.
I'm talking about
play action. Now Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right.
I guess we got Peters and
Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics.
He wasn't gonna make that on the move. He wasn't gonna make that on the move.
Yeah, I missed
him early. He wasn't gonna make that on the move.
There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Gotta know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
That nigga covering that ground.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here.
Around my neck
2nd and 14. Here's Jackson.
Who the other nigga name is? White.
Damn, somebody get this nigga.
Incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Play a little card game, Kim. I play card game. You know or something? Yeah.
Throwing on 3rd and long.
Jackson.
Oh, yeah, TJ.
And it's picked up.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes it back to
I knew you wanted that corner route. I knew it.
Recovery for a Steelers score.
Woo!
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I'm watching a video game and I'm watching another video game.
That's why you don't bring the safety up in the box like that, bro.
Set at the line for this next drive.
That shit happen every time he'll get stuck. That's why I bounce it outside.
First half hasn't gone that well for you. How you?
I don't know why they be doing it. I don't mess with my safeties like that.
Coaches previously.
You want the safety to be that this case. You know what I'm saying?
Clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes.
Bring your safety up. He can get his ass chop blocked or something.
You got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And shedding through the tackle. And some room to work.
Or blocker.
What a great return as he gets this all the way down.
Damn, I want no damn Joe Hayden to get 2 picks.
Go, Joey.
Another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
As you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Trying to shake off the interception, who looked to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Man, my eyes fixated.
Hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, I see what you want to do.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaches that did.
When we talked about him, they did.
You know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Right back.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they got that deep.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
Short kick. One of the up middle. Take it now.
Did you watch the hands when you came in? You still blocking?
Oh, no. I look that trip. Pick that, T.
That's one.
Oh, that's all.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
Oh, yeah.
They certainly will.
I'm going to go ahead and throw. How about that?
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Look at my nigga James back here in this thing.
Come on, the WWE smack.
Look at my nigga James from Russia, y'all.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff...
Hey, get out the way. Man, look at this nigga. Get out the way, man.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
That just means that I'm punching your dang nose real hard.
To throw here, Roethlisberger.
Yeah, all right. That's what I'm saying. No, that's that, man. Do it.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Square man.
They'll run here with Connor. Nigga T, pick up a 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. To make that defense stand up and stop them.
I'm going to trust you, though.
On second and goal.
Oh, my God.
And his pass is intercepted.
Did not give me a high pass. I threw it right to a nigga.
Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor.
Oh,
He's trying to possession catch out there.
And he will score. Touchdown.
Come on, Jay.
Young out there running slow to them. Say, Nick, get on that nigga and tackle him.
Pick six right there. Those linebackers.
As soon as I get on that nigga, you gonna
they love when those
slow down.
throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Okay,
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie first rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush.
No, this ain't opposite wheel. We ain't going for that.
Give my damn 2 points.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will. That play backfires in a big way.
It didn't.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Only Lane say that.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Yeah. You're dealing with a savage.
You watch this score again?
No, that's what I didn't say.
I'm dealing with Lane, I see.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, they have decent field position and throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Roethlisberger going to get this one to Connor, and he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and throw the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
From the gun on third down, it's
Jay slid a nigga. Oh, he caught up. Look at this shit here, bro. Look at this here.
Picked off by Tavon Young.
Oh, my God, bro.
Oh, that man's slow and he kicked it.
Whatever's going on between his ears right now. It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
You lost it. You probably
it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback. That's who he needs to get with now and get himself.
You can't be on nobody's team.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Sure doesn't.
And we see another pitching catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, that nigga
second down, but this time it's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to Hill. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down around the 22. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt at right hash. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good.
Oh, my third touchdown.
Named the league's all-pro kicker for the 3rd time in 2018.
Go ahead and admit it. The only time that you get excited about Justin Tucker kicking is when he actually misses. And excited is not the right word. Surprise is more what we're talking about. 90.1% coming into 2019. He's incredible.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, just throw that out the window?
No, I've seen some dumb squares too.
Run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off.
You're going to be mighty mistaken. You're going to know all your hands.
I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 30 yards.
Again, they got about 150, huh?
I'm gonna check it out.
Mama, draw 4. Yes, he can.
Roethlisberger will hand to Connor.
He can still keep it at yellow.
The average a bit is this time.
Damn, my ass niggas.
My ass. See, we always go by age. You think you slick? And we do.
Oh yeah, he got 150.
Nah, my ass. We always go by age. Stop playing. Take them damn 4 cards.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd.
He got that 150. He good.
The block here there. Oh, it's my turn. It'll be skipping.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the
holding that ball over there.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
I'm getting that QB, bro.
You got that last
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Well, they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. Puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson to throw. Steps away. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
That's his first run, though.
Damn, who was that running that damn ball? Who was that running that ball for T?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson got a man. It's Brown. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
I thought that. Did he drop it in there?
Jackson. And an alley to run.
Yeah, so it's his turn.
That nigga ain't playing no more. Jackson gonna take off.
No one there to help him downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews,
trying to get a pick.
His second touchdown on the season, and the Ravens get a bit closer.
Come on, man, I need 2 more picks, bro.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that will shave 1 more on this lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Okay. I see you.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before when you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay. It's hard to match the gas again and have everything go perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Yeah, no, we got kids monopoly. That kids monopoly.
This complete to Ryan Switzer. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 43. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Ferguson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
What time, bro?
Here's Roethlisberger.
What time?
And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald.
You got slam his way. I know. This the part.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Blockhead.
42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
That's the card, bro. Put the card down.
They come out here in the eye. From the 2 now. 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor.
Wait a minute.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner.
After the first game, it's
on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
It's winners first, right?
This will be taken
so
in
winners
after
first.
one.
I had the second most cards. Your mama had the most cards.
And he'll take this one near the 25. So call it the 26-yard line.
Drop 2, mama. I'm trying to cheat me in here. Wrong turn. Mama's turn.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Y'all like oops out here, huh? That's up there.
The loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. And
get that nigga harder than this,
as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Oh, and they be room to somebody.
As he gets this all the way close to the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? As the scouting report changed, showing things different than what he expected for the 2nd week in a row. He's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Keep stacking up some cards.
On third down, Roethlisberger. But it's Brian Washington.
Hold on, wait a minute. First ball.
Inside the 15,
first ball. You gonna play that? I got to put in the good speed.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
I got to put that on the good speakers. All right, I got you. I don't know, I got some.
I see a lot of stars in T-Num game. God damn.
And they take a knee.
I don't know, bro. We're gonna see. I got y'all too. Thank you, sir. Hold on, wait a minute. Green. Swap. Your turn. Yep.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call run, it's all going to work.
It's called being in the zone.
Yeah.
So for the Steelers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the calendar change in October didn't help as they dropped